Θεωρητικά. Δώστε μου 2. Καλησπέρα κυρίες και κύριοι του YouTube και καλώς ορίσατε σε ένα ακόμα stream. Ευελπιστώ ότι δεν είναι πάρα πολύ δυνατό. Πιστεύω ότι ναι, είμαστε live. Πιστεύω ότι η ποιότητα είναι καλή. Και αυτό θα μείνει στο πιστεύω. Χιλιάδες. Καλό φαίνεται, ξέρω. Περιμένω τώρα να δω κάποιο μήνυμα στο chat. Thinking of, by the way, να στείλω το announcements. Stream. Για να δούμε τώρα. Ένα, δύο. Μια χαρά ακούγομαι. Τέλεια. Κάνουμε μια αυτό. Λοιπόν, καλώς ορίσατε κυρίες και κύριοι του YouTube, γιατί μπορεί να έχουμε διάφορα άτομα μέσα. Αυτό που κάνει κάπου, θα βάλω λίγο πιο χαμηλά. Τι κάνετε, πώς είστε? Φαντάζομαι το chat δουλεύει, δεν το έχω δοκιμάσει. Ευελπιστώ ότι δουλεύει και το αφήνει εκεί πέρα. Έχουμε καλή σύνδεση, λέει. Εύχομαι να μην πεθαίνουν τα πράγματα. Τέλος πάντων, δεδομένα. Whoops. Ναι, συνειδητοποιώ ότι ήθελε πολύ μεγαλύτερο... Θα δοκιμάσουμε αυτό. Και θεωρητικά τώρα δεν θα κολλάει κιόλας, θα είμαστε πολύ καλύτερα. Ίσως. Μάλλον, δεν γνωρίζω. Τέλος πάντων, χρόνια και ζαμάνια, έχω να κάνω stream στο YouTube, ένας θεός ξέρει πόσο. Γεια σου Φάγκους, ωραία. Ξέρω το stream ζει. Αυτό είναι το... κλείσω. Λοιπόν, κυρίες και κύριοι, αγνοώντας το upbeat music που έχουμε τώρα, σήμερα δεν θα παίξουμε ένα upbeat παιχνίδι. Music goes hard. Οκ, τη βάζω πίσω για σένα, φάμε. Σήμερα δεν θα παίξουμε ένα casual, απλό παιχνίδι. Σήμερα θα παίξουμε ένα παιχνίδι ονόματι Slay the Princess. Αυτό το παιχνίδι, cringe, δεν ξανά άνοιξε τη μουσική, Φάγκους χείρα μου. Βρήκα ευκαιρία, γιατί αυτό το παιχνίδι το είχα δει ούτε που θυμάμαι πού. Και είπα ότι ξέρεις τι είναι το καλύτερο πράγμα να παίξω σε ένα stream. Ένα ελαχίστως γκόρι παιχνίδι που μπορεί να με κάνει demonetize, αλλά αυτή είναι η μαγεία του καιρού, αυτή είναι η μαγεία του τι κάνουμε εδώ πέρα στο Infdv κανάλι, κυρίες και κύριοι. Infdv το προσφέρω. Μπορεί να αλλάξει το όνομα σε αυτό που έχω βάλει στο τίτλο του Maxi, να βγάλω πρώτο για searchability, αλλά μέχρι τότε καιρό έχουμε. Αυτό θα γίνει θεωρητικά σε λίγο διάλογο και να έχουμε το μικρόφωνο πιο εδώ. Και 2 δεύτερα δώστε μου να πάμε εδώ, όχι. Λοιπόν, για λίγο δεν θα ακούτε τίποτα, δώστε μου 3. Βασικά, άστο εδώ, μέχρι να ανοίξει το παιχνίδι. Και μετά ανοίγω το... Τρέχω εκεί πέρα για να βάλω τέτοιο. Είμαστε όπως κάθε φορά, κυρίες και κύριοι, σε αυτό το ορθόδοξο κανάλι. Είμαστε πάντα οργανωμένοι. Δεν έχουμε απολύτως κανένα πρόβλημα. Όχι, δεν τρέχω αυτό το cancel. Τρέχω το shade script. Running terminal. Εντάξει, αυτό το παιχνίδι είναι και για Linux native, άρα αυτό μου σώζει. Υπάρχει και δύο τέτοια. Οπ, άνοιξε. Λοιπόν. Fast. Τα βλέπετε φαντάζομαι όλα. Για κάποιο. And thus we begin. Μόλις να το πίσω κάτι. Ωραία. Και έτσι αρχίζει. What monetization are we losing? Λοιπόν, Fangus, έχουμε λεφτά, παρακαλώ πίστεψέ με. Βγάζω εγώ αυτή τη στιγμή. Βγάζω λεφτά. Αν δεν με πιστεύεις τώρα, αυτό είναι άλλη ιστορία. Λοιπόν, το facecam είναι καλό. Εδώ πέρα να το βάλω λίγο πιο πάνω, κάτω, δεξιά, αριστερά. Αποφάσισα να μην το έχω τέρμα σε γωνία, γιατί συνήθως μπορεί να έχει το οτιδήποτε πράγμα εκεί πέρα. Άρα πιστεύω ότι είμαστε καλά εδώ. Λοιπόν. Λεφτά υπάρχουν. Καλές εποχές. Λοιπόν. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Τώρα θα μπορούσα να έβαζα τα content warnings, αλλά έλα μωρέ τώρα. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horror you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Λοιπόν. Θέλω να ακούσω ότι ακούγεται το παιχνίδι και αν ακούγεται είμαστε θεούλιδες. Submersive Horror Comedy Count 1. Okay. Πιστεύω ότι ακούγεται το παιχνίδι, δεν πρέπει να είναι πολύ χαμηλά ή πολύ δυνατά. Πιστεύω ότι ακούγεται. Ωραία, εντάξει, ακούγεται, το τσέκαρα και μόνο του. Για πάμε. New game. The hero, chapter 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, I hear dialogue.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. End of the world. Consider me that name, you know, because she's locked up there, killing princess. Nothing's gonna work. And someone will forget that I'm not doing this. I've ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. Apollo is going to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Resolution. Ξέρω να διαβάζω.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Δώσε πόνο. Βάλ' το webcam πιο κάτω, βάλ' το chat που είσαι τώρα. Οκ, δώσε μου 3 δεύτερα φάνη. Όλα θα γίνει. Λοιπόν. Όπα, το τέτοιο. Είναι καλύτερα έτσι? Θέλω να πιστεύω ναι.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Νόστιμο. By the way, Fangus, ακούγεται καλά το narrator κουτουλού?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Conflicts. Inner conflicts. Εν τω μεταξύ, όταν κουνιέται το ποντίκι, κουνιέται και το background, το έχω παρατηρήσει. Καλή φάση. Προσύνει το κάνω.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement, take the blade. Χριστέ μου. Λοιπόν. Ήρθα εδώ πέρα για να σκοτώσω μια πριγκίπισσα, άρα. Ή δεν το κάνω. Oh well, fuck it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Blood for the blood.
An oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Ooh.
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh shit. Hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continues down the stairs. Continues down the stairs. Δεν έχω να πω
You're
κάτι.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Για να το δει ο φίλος. Γίγαντας. Καλησπέρα γίγαντα. Δεν περίμενα θα έμπαινε άλλη ψυχή της Fangus εδώ πέρα, αλλά καλησπέρα. Χρόνια και ζαμάνια. Πες με το Slay the Princess.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No. Nah. Nah. Nah.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
No.
Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands
She said.
tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh shit.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to
Don't
risk
listen
finding out
to
what I can
Sigma.
do.
Okay, Fungus. This is the Fungus route.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Kill. What if she isn't laughing? What if she kills us? Slay the princess. Are we slaying the princess? I think we're slaying the princess. Για να λέει Fungus, kill.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Αυτό μου τυχαίνει αυτό.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to the jaw.
Απλά πήγα με το μαχαίρι και μου βγάλε το σχαγόνι. Καλή φάση.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt!
Κάτι έλεγε ο Fungus για comedy. Χωρίς να συμφωνώ.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first
I'm following the orders of
hit.
Fungus. Τι είπε, ναι.
We can still turn this around.
Αμφιβάλλω. Finish the job, flee and look. That's what you have a negative cancel. It's really disappointing. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Okay.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh shit.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Λυπάμαι ελαχίστως.
This was fun.
Okay.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Ίσως.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
No. Okay. Συνεχίζει. The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
Game over, stream over.
is a princess.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ κυρίες και κύριοι που ήσασταν στο stream. Τα λέμε την επόμενη φορά. Cheers. Όχι, εντάξει. Is what I would say.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh shit. Process the camera, turn around, leave. Wait, hasn't this happened already? I'm getting terrible tensions. But I died, what am I doing here? He's going to kill me again. But I read sure the princess she also killed me, but I definitely got here. Why am I here again? I guess αυτό.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
What the fuck?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay, voice of the hero.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Μάλιστα, okay. Είναι και στο μυαλό μας. Καλή φάση.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Oh, νέος φίλος. Voice of the Starborn. Sure?
That's the spirit.
That's...
There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and this really did happen. Why should they bother doing anything? Okay.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, ευχαριστώ.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Go on.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Water break. Μα σε άκουσα, κυριολεκτικά τη σκότωσα.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Ευχαριστώ.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Εγώ πρέπει να ζήσω. Got it.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
But they didn't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh shit. Timelines.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Εγώ εντωμεταξύ ποιος είμαι? Είναι μια εύλογη απορία.
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Εγώ το είχα αφήσει εκείνο που κάτι είχαν κάνει, δεν θυμάμαι. Είχα δει λίγο αυτό το παιχνίδι, αλλά πήγε μέχρι ένα σημείο. Και μετά ο φίλος, ξέρεις, πέθανε, τη σκότωσε, δεν θυμάμαι τι έγινε. Και λέω, didn't you die? Και λέω, ok, άρα έχει πολλά endings. Και καλή φάση. Δεν ήξερα τι συνεχίζει.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. We killed each other last time around. How can we make sure this doesn't happen again? I was did last time around was a bit of death. How can we make this work? Okay. Got you from last time. See, just a princess. I was strong enough to beat me with their wounds. What is this place?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get...
Okay. We killed each other last time. How can I make sure that happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to her. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job and save the world.
Άρα μάλλον μας χάλασε το no.
Oh, this is maddening. There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Okay. You're being caged. Why didn't you tell me? Locked you in the basement. What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
True, okay.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Narrator can be trusted. You're being caged. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the voice of the stubborn, my guy.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate it. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason. Exactly. The letter?
Okay, that's all.
Great.
Proceed to cabin.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Μ' αρέσει ο voice of the Starboard. Καλή φάση. Πώς είναι το κάτω.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Παράθει καθρέφτης. The mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Fungus. Πάω στον καθρέφτη, απλά παίρνω, ξέρεις, τέτοιο και φεύγω. Μαχαίρι φεύγω, δεν με ενδιαφέρουν τα υπόλοιπα. Δεν μ' αρέσει που δεν λέει ότι δεν ανέφερε καν τον καθρέφτη. Go for it. Strategies. Ναι.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There is a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Fungus, φαντάζομαι συνεχίζουμε το killing spree. Παίρνουμε μαχαίρι και σάρτα γιούρια κάτω. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, left, right, good night τύπου. Δεν το λέω αυτό, δεν μ' αρέσει αυτό. Άρα φαντάζομαι blood for the blood, cold kill. Και μας τη φέρει, το συνειδητοποίησε. Εγώ θα το πάρω, explore, take the blade. Ναι, συμφωνώ. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Oh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
Ναι, συμφωνώ.
Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay,
as much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
No, true.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Αλλά είμαστε παλικάρια
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different. Λέω να κάνω απλά το τι έλεγε ο... Λέω απλά να κάνω τι είπε ο narrator και απλά να πάω κατευθείαν να τη σκοτώσω, να μην πω ξέρω και τα λοιπά. Απλά κατευθείαν. Γιούρια. Care to free you. Αφού θυμάται τι είχε γίνει παλιά, δεν νομίζω να είναι καλή ιδέα αυτό. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have sure to think of first. I have both of us. That's your accent, it's a very sure comedy moment. Fungus is proud. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Ναι, slay the princess, δεν λέω τίποτα.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Ooh, stubborn.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Ναι, δεν νομίζω ότι το να γίνω, ξέρεις, stubborn τελείως θα βοηθήσει κάπου, άρα unload the blade and attack her from a different angle.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee.
Fungus, ναι, οκ, βλακία μου νομίζω. Έχει story εδώ πέρα, τέλος. Return. Fuck, ναι, νομίζω ότι έχεις ένα δίκιο. Μπορώ να κάνω save. Ναι, νομίζω έπρεπε να κάνω save λίγο πριν γίνει το οτιδήποτε, αλλά... shit. Μπορώ να πάω πίσω σε αυτό, νομίζω. Load. Yes. Λοιπόν, ακούω το Fungus αυτή τη φορά. Αγνοούμε το τι έγινε μόλις. Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Όχι, frankly enough. I do lie, I do. Silently continue pushing, φαντάζομαι. What are you talking about? Νομίζω τα πρώτα 3 δεν με συμφέρουν, άρα είμαι στα τελευταία 2. You do, okay, silent continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Okay, δεν έχω ιδέα τι να φερόμαστε, αλλά sure.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Κοίτα, χαίρομαι που και ήδη περνάμε καλά πάντως.
As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
Okay.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
Θα το κάνω ρομαντικά ξανά με κάποιον τρόπο. Ένας θες.
You forgot this.
Μου το δίνει πίσω. Okay, we're cocky.
She tosses it at your feet.
Νομίζω pick up the blade and attack her again. Νομίζω δεν χρειάζεται να είμαι σίγουρος ότι είναι αντίστοιχο με the cycle. Νομίζω απλά πηγαίνω κατευθείαν, αυτό κάνουμε από ό,τι φαίνεται. Αφού και αυτή είναι τόσο κόκκι και εγώ είμαι τόσο κόκκι, απλά αγγές attack. Ναι.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. it's finally over.
Ευχαριστώ κύριε και κύριοι που είστε σε αυτό. Όχι, εντάξει.
No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Okay. Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ha! I told you this wasn't over.
Μ' αρέσει πολύ αυτό
What
το
about her?
στάντο.
The blade went right through her heart. What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine. No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Jesus Christ.
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect. The princess rises from the ground, staggering
This is kind of
slightly,
fun.
one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
Νομίζω δεν είναι καν, ξέρω εγώ, θέμα μίσο, είναι απλά παλεύουμε.
You know what to do.
Τύπου Goku και Vegeta απλά παλεύουν, ξέρω, για το γαμότο.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
What's that supposed to mean? Attack her again, attack her again.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get up.
Oh, Χριστός.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of
Χριστός.
devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Huh?
Did we do this? Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything. Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I feel so... tired.
Oh. Κοίτα, γνωρίζοντας ότι είμαστε ότι και εγώ και η πριγκίπισσα είμαστε fighting buddies, νομίζω ότι ξέρεις δεν πρέπει να τη βρεις ότι when the world didn't we everything go, τύπου είτε το δεύτερο θέλω να πω το άλλο και είτε το We've been fighting for a long time, you should rest. Ένα από τα δύο, δεν ξέρω όμως ποιο. Θα κάνω ένα save γιατί θέλω να το δοκιμάσω και τα δύο. Save here. Do you want to override your save? Yes. Θα το δοκιμάσω και τα δύο και ποιο μου αρέσει. Are you too? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Λοιπόν. Load. Πίσω σε αυτό. Infine you should rest. Α, οκ, το ίδιο ακριβώς πράγμα. Μάλιστα. Oh shit. I don't have any opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her state.
She's gone? Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Explore. I don't know where she went and I don't know how we didn't go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. Actually, I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror. Approach the mirror. The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended? The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Θα το κάνω φάνος.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Δεν έχω επιλογές. Gamers 3 δεύτερα. I'm back to gamers. So you know the chat is not dead, mate. The mirror never scared me before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Good. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Cabin? Oh, what? Ah, the princess. You're at the cabin. Approach here. Hello.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of fragile vessel? Let's hear out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me? Do you know that the world's beyond this place with the princess? What happens now? Δεν πάω attack the deity, απλά μάζεψε ξέρω εγώ το πράγμα που μας σκότωνε και το σκοτώνω, δεν νομίζω είναι καλή ιδέα. Άρα, let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Α, καλό αυτό.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Οχο. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Μάλιστα. But were you always a princess or you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Ελαχίστως, ναι. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Oh. Do you know about the world beyond
I know
space?
only that they are.
The gift of fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
Λοιπόν.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Α, καλό αυτό. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Α, μάλιστα. Ευχαριστώ.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Bro. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Filter lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Μάλιστα. Άρα από ό,τι κατάλαβα, ό,τι κάνουμε perceive την πριγκίπισσα, αυτό γίνεται.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Μάλιστα. Are you scared? I'll find a way to kill you.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Σωστό. Come person you have to find.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Μίλησα. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm going back. I can make was and swim the person. If I hear you.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back, okay, make me forget. I guess θα παίξω ένα ακόμα run και μετά μάλλον θα κλείσω το stream και θα συνεχίσω μια τρίτη φάση.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Ah, okay, cool.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark. And you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Prince.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Τα ξεχάσαμε όλα.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the bait. Αυτή τη φορά Fungus Get Me. Αυτή τη φορά δεν νομίζω να την σκοτώσω. Μάλλον απλά θα πάω κατευθείαν να δω τι κάνει, I guess. So, enter the basement. Ναι. Ναι. Ναι.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Use your words and the reason, my friend.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, τώρα που δεν πήγαμε να τη σκοτώσουμε και την κάνουμε perceive σαν κάτι φιλικό, έχει και πιο ανθρώπινη φωνή, πιο φιλική φωνή.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you, I'm here to save you. Α, υπάρχει like κανονικό. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Α, ωραία.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
Romance, simply freedom, simply reason. Okay.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Shit. I'll see what I can do, examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Info no.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't the key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break it free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, but
Your
not
shouts and plead. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Έκλεισε την πόρτα.
And you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from...
And then you go downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Ναι, ακριβώς.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Ας τον μάθει.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
what?
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Jesus.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine.
Ναι, ακριβώς φάνηκε.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
There's freedom or death, no.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the
Δεν το
blade.
κάνει αυτό τώρα.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Όχι. Warn here. Εγώ θα πατήσω warn here.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Bro, δεν είναι κακιά. Resist. Δεν έχει πρόβλημα. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
I'm fighting
the
it.
princess takes a cautious
Μ' αρέσει
step
πόσο γρήγορα
forward.
που ο Φάγκος πήγε αυτό. Again, perfect love story. Yeah, kill. More, blood. Σε, fight it. Freedom or death.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges
Oh.
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Oh.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods,
Ναι, το
and you're here to sleep.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
He's a tier 3 Twitch.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure
Shit,
to ignore
promise,
him
exactly.
specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay. Προσέτω τα χορτίσια.
A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Ναι, ο Starvin είχε αρκετή πλάκα. Αυτός είναι tier 4, ξέρω εγώ. Τι είχε στα tier 3, αυτός είναι. He's a tier 4 Sam.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Τι λες, δεν κάνει.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Κάνω αυτό το run να το μεταξύ και μόνο να φορτίσω. Enter the basement. Hi.
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose.
Βρία χωριό. Reflect upon yourself. Okay.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
There was a... But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of them. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Ooh.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
Hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
No shit, Sherlock.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
No.
We damned a whole world.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between...
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Okay, beautiful.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Δεν θέλω να την κάνω άσχημα. Bring a knife, do I have to cut you out of him? What happened after I died? I have to ask. Did the wrong... δεν με ήφερε ιδιαίτερα. I'm sorry about what happened last night. Who sent...
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Nice.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Ooh. Nice.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Okay.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I didn't bring a knife, I have to cut you out.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh, στες.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Huh?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
True.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Okay.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster.
Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Χριστός είναι τρελός.
You wouldn't. I would.
Κι όμως.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh,
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That
το πράγμα που
shouldn't have worked.
είναι της πριγκίπισσας.
I'll be damned.
Ίσως. Ενδιαφέρον. Θα το μελετήσω.
I can't believe it. But I guess I
Απλά το
have to.
βγάλουμε. Okay, sure.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yay.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yes.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Okay.
What do we do now?
What are you gonna do? We live and then we have a whole life to figure out what we want to do next. No.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Oh, that's the romance option.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Okay.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you.
No,
She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Fine, go back here what she wants. Κοίτα, το άλλο ήταν απλά να κάνουμε κύκλους.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Πριν δίναμε με τους tab.
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, wow.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Ο narrator έχει ένα point.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
It's funny, why not?
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Hero is based, hero is based, hero is based. Do you think you can open it? I think you can open it and try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. I guess I do that.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
At this point, απλά μου αρέσει που εκνευρίζει τον narrator. Επίσης, τα μάτια της τόσο ώρα ήταν τόσο μεγάλα.
Ah, I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade.
And the blade, that's right. There's still chances you're not doing that. Take the blade and slay the princess. Oh,
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Ναι.
I hate you.
Παρόμοια συναισθήματα.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
Επειδή μεγάλα. Μάτι, was good. Okay.
And then you step outside.
Μάλιστα.
A happy ending at last.
Character design 101. Όχι, είναι πολύ καλά ζωγραφισμένο το. Ήρθαν πάλι τα τέτοια εδώ. Ωραία.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Εν τω μεταξύ, αυτό που πήγα να αποφάνξω είναι πολύ ωραία ζωγραφισμένο. Τα πάντα.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into art and...
Νομίζω οι επίτηδες είναι μεγαλύτερα τα μάτια για κάποια έργα. Okay, what the fuck.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Γιατί την λυπάμαι λίγο. Ναι, ακριβώς. When you get the chance to make him that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Never returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Where's your scope? For you, but it's not going to.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Πολύ καλό.
Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. I went to the long quiet. Just the cabin. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Άρα της δώσαμε το perspective του πολύ θυμωμένη, ξέρω, και Dragon του Brazil character και τώρα ξέρω του πιο λόλι anime που υπάρχει. Μάλιστα.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
The same being as you were before, how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Ooh. How does it feel to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you finish, I'm going to kill you, right? Or when I was back, when I go back, I can not do the same things I've done before. Άρα δεν μπορώ να ξανακάνουμε το ίδιο path δύο φορές.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Αυτό θέλω να το πω, δεν νομίζω να τη σκοτώσω στο τέλος. You have been kinder to me than anyone else ever met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Oh.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
You don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times you go back to the wars, I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be, you will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Λοιπόν, επειδή